Greetings. So, welcome to another session where we are going to look at how to work on this assignment. So, we are supposed to produce a 3D of it, a 3D model of it, then we generate the three most important photographic views. So, basically, that's what we'll be doing, and that is the assignment 2. And basically, when we are done with assignment 2, we are done with assignment 1 as well, because assignment 1 basically is to just generate the three most important photographic view, which is added to the assignment 2. So to do that, I'm going to provide you guys with the model itself, the 3D model. I modeled it using SolidWorks. So upon request, we will work on how to go through it, how to model everything in SolidWorks. I'm a SolidWorks guy, so everything, all the models were done in SolidWorks. I'm going to show you how to use AutoCAD to generate the three most important views. But at the moment, you download the DWG file, which will be named assignment underscore 1A. That'll be the name of it because that's the first assignment, or the one on the left. You come to your title bar. All this has been explained. On this drop down, right? The drop down close to the share. The drop down close to that one. Just click on that and make sure that workspace is made active, right? So you make sure that workspace is checked. So if it's not active, you have the title bar being like this. When you make it active, have it this way. Then you switch to 3D modeling. You make sure that you switch it from mechanical to 3D modeling so that you can have access to this interface. And when you get it and it's in this format, you just click on this to have it in the isometric view. You hit Shift and the middle mouse button to rotate. Shift and middle mouse button to rotate. Yes, so let's look at how to solve the problem. You click on the layouts. You click on layouts. The layout one has already been set up for you. So you don't need to do anything. But this is how you do the setup. You just right click on layout 2. You click on page setup manager. Then you click on modify. You change this name, the printer or plotter name. You change it to DWG to PDF. Then we switch the paper size to ISO full bleed A3. This one. Then we change this to monochrome. Actually, this is not that relevant to this, but anyway, that's how it will be. Then the sheet will be in this format, like A3. You can go ahead and just do that in layout 1. It will be the same thing. To continue, so we want to just generate the views from our model space. This is our model space. So let me go back to the normal isometric, which is the SE, the southeast isometric. Basically, my front view is being this side. We know from technical drawing, the front view is always the largest side. So let me just do the measurement from SolidWorks. So when I measure from here, let's just use, if you check this size, looking at the entire geometry for this, the largest side is obviously this side because it has a length of 3.4 inches, and the other side 3.12, making this one the largest side. So we pick the largest side, the one with minimal hidden details and all of that. So basically, when we pick this side as our front view, it's okay. So we just use that, and I oriented the model in that way so that the software can automatically generate that for us without us worrying about that. So basically, we are good to go. I want to switch back to the isometric view. So let's generate the three most important views. This have been explained already. We can just move on to annotate and add our title block. Right? How to add it has already been explained. Just let me. So you click, or you come to the annotate, you click on title border. You make sure that A3 is selected. Click on OK, then hit 0, 0, and hit enter. Then you fill in this detail and you are good to go. So we have our title border inserted. Then we start by importing our views. So with our views, we are going to import from the model space, which is basically this space. We are going to import from this space into our layout or into our pages. So we just click on the base, just click on it, and we click from model space. The moment we are done, Currently, the scale is set to 1:1, and the front view is what is given to us here. So this is the front view. We can change it by just clicking orientation and selecting any of the views we want. So if I select back, I'm going to get the back view. If I select front, I'm still going to have the front view. I want the front view, so I'll hit exit, and basically all the settings applied to the first view will be applied to all of them. So I'm going to add a top view and this and then this. So basically I'm using that after you are done with everything, right? You just click enter. So I'm using the first angle. I know you understand this because you have our front view on top and our plan below. So this first angle. I want to change this to just double click on the isometric one and just change it to just visible lines. Because you were even told to just specify just the three most important views, you can ignore this, right, and just stick with the three. So basically, we are done with assignment one. Then we are done. We can just choose to add dimensions. From technical drawing, we learned that we can add lines which will have distances from them. Let me add some notes. Learn how to add some notes and all of that. To add that, I can just switch back to mechanical. Just switch to mechanical. Go back to my layout. And I can add my single line test. So on the home tab, single line, start with the points, specific points, specify the height of it. So I'm using approximation. I think somewhere here is okay for me. If the height is this way, it's okay. And I just hit enter to start. This is my front view. I can just type in front view and then hit enter and enter, double hit enter. I can reduce the size, so you can do that. Just copy it by clicking on it and clicking copy. Let me just do that again. So let's just use, you right click on it, you go to clipboard and copy with base points. Click on this side, right click anywhere, clipboard, paste, and just repeat that and change this to end view. And you move on and do the same thing for this as the plan. I can just go back. I can just, it's already my clipboard, so I just paste it as plan. And we are good to go. So basically, that is all about it. We can choose to add dimensions, and this is not difficult. We can do that. So you just come to the annotate, click on power dimension, and you just start adding the dimensions. But I know the dimensions will be in isometric, right? Let me do that. Let me do that measurement. So this one side, actually from the drawing, which was in inches, we had around 3.40. Let me measure in SolidWorks. So over here, if I use the normal measure tool, let me use the normal measure tool. Oh, selected something I'm not supposed to select. Clicked on the face before selecting the measure to the mask property. That's why I'm getting this. So it's running a lot of things. So let's just ignore that for now. I think you can even measure that over here too as well. Over there you can measure these distances. So from here, you say wait. No, I'm not sure. Okay. So SolidWorks is done. Alright. So to measure, just click on measure, click on one side and this side. So you see that the actual dimension, this is in millimeters as well. So that's not what I want. I want to measure from here to here, which is 86.36, as we got from AutoCAD when we came to the dimension. So I deleted it. From here to here, we are supposed to get the exact same dimension. Right. So let's go back and see its corresponding magnitude in inches. Just change this to the inches we are using. We are going to have a value of this. So basically, if you want to get the dimensions in the inches, you have to switch to the inches. And we know how to do that. You just right click, go to options, and just change the standard to and see and change this to 8 inches and the rest. And you'll be good to go. So let's try one. If it doesn't work, I'm sure it will work. Let's see our magnitude. Okay, it's not going to work when you change it because we've already started in the metric. Right? So it's not going to work if you want to dimension it. It means you have to be sticking with the metric or the isometric one, which will be the normal millimeters, the 86.30 in the rest. So this is all for the first assignment. You can choose to add some section views. If you want to add a section view, just click on the particular view. You want to add your section line or section plane, just click on it. But currently I'm in mechanical, so it won't work. I have to switch to 3D modeling and just click on it. So just click on, go back. I'll just click on it. Just click on the view. The moment you click on it, you just click on the section. I'm not going to use it. I'm just showing that to you. Just click, hit enter. When you're done with the section line, just position it anyway. Then you hit edit. Right. You see, it's position. As I said, I'm not using it, so it's not really necessary. You can just go back undo, and that's it. Because I changed the options, I just changed the option to the ANSI. You have to change it back to ISO. Let's change it back to ISO to avoid any confusion. If you make it, you do any changes, it's going to convert all the drawings. Anytime you do any drawing, it's going to convert it into a certain unit system we don't like. So we just have to stick with one. And we can choose to add the dimensions, which will be in metric, add some notes, add the symbols for first angle and the rest. So the moment we've done this before, we just click on plots. Right, plots. Then you can preview to see what we are going to get. We're going to have something like this. And I can even go further. I think my issue with not adding the 3D model, the 3D, the ISO, not this. So the ISO is, let me just position it and I can modify it to get the actual orientation I want. Yes. And the scale, okay, the scale is fine for me. So the scale is set to 1:2. It's okay. Yeah. Sorry, I hit exit. So I can just click from model space. I'm going to make sure it's not this, not east. And scale is 1:2. Then I can just add that to this side. Then I'll hit enter. Then hit enter again. And I'll change this to the visibility. I have to change it. Right. Double click hidden lines to visible lines only. And exit. So basically, we are done with that. You can go on and do a whole lot of good stuff to it. If I prefer, I don't like the orientation I'm getting here, I can always change it. And you can just delete this, go back to, because the software is doing it for us, we can do or go on and do as many as we want. I don't want this bar. I can change it from here. So I want the way the orientation will be just like the question, the way it was given in the question. something like this exactly. Exit and hit enter. And I'm going to have this. Can even change its 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 appearance. Can change all of that. So let me see. Let's just delete it again. So because the software is doing it for us, we can go on and do as many as we want. Yeah. So visibility. Oh, sorry. I'm going to make it get shaded. Yeah, shaded and hit exit to have it this way. Just like the way the question was. And within some few minutes, so I think the font height of the text is too big. So when doing it, to make sure it's aligned and it's very nice. And yeah, you can reduce these scales too as well. So you can just click on somewhere here. Just click on this, yes. So we can just do that by reducing it. You can also just click on it again and do that by getting our scale back to 1:1. I can do the same for this to a 1:1, but just that I will take a larger space and I'll have to look for a place to orientate. Yeah. So it's very interesting on what you can do with the software, right? So let's just stick with this, then we can click on plots, right? This plots, then continue with just a single, and you can show our preview to see what we've gotten. You can see I can change all of these hidden lines to just visible lines and just add some session views and all of that. So see in the next where we look at the next assignment. So plots, let's just plot it as PDF. So plots, we all know how to do that. You just click on OK, you change the name, you specify the folder location, and you plot. So the moment it's done, it will open in your default PDF viewer for you. So it will open for you, then you have access to what you've done. Yes. So basically, the software itself added hidden lines for me, the visible lines with the needed thickness and everything, default by default, without me worrying myself about it. So see you in the next where we look at how to work on the next assignment. Thank you.